Hello and welcome back. So, last time we talked about... Whoa, this is foggy. I'm sorry about this. But last time we talked about sort of the problems with raiding in Draenor. Now, this is straight after the last one, so everything is stored away nice and tightly in my brain. So we talked about elitists, the problems with them, and all that kind of goodly stuff. But the other problems with, well, not just Draenor, but Blizzard in general and World of Warcraft development is the times between expansions and the times between patches and their release of content. Now, back in the days of Classic, there used to be, well, a timeline. So they used to release stuff pretty regular, so every either 3 months, or there used to be a patch every month, maybe 2. But they used to be regular with their updates and patches. Whereas now, it's random, sporadic, whichever one, and we never know. We can guess by the time that the server is down, or all the servers are down, and that is probably the best way to guess. But this creates a problem, because what this means is that the game has very little content that is different regularly. So back in the days of Classic and BC and Wrath, they used to release updates and patches and... Whoa. Okay, it went purple. I'm going out of here. But back in the days of Classic WoW and Vanilla and Classic and Vanilla, the same thing. But back in the days of Classic WoW, back in 2004 to 2008, back before they had a pretty large team developing it. What a lovely moon. Lovely moon. 1 second, let me just screenshot that. That's beautiful. There we go. But back in the days of the original development, they used to have it so they created patches regularly and content was new regularly and the game was changed slightly. So whether it was class balances, or whether it was like new content in the game, or whether it was just little patches to little bug fixes. Now they have very different things, where they release large content patches, what feels like about 6 months, and they do very little content from the original expansion. So they have one raid at the start, and then they periodically release maybe 1, maybe 2, maybe 3 throughout the whole expansion, which is 2 years long. Whereas back with Classic, they released dungeons first with 1 raid, and then they released a few more dungeons with raids. And it was like that through quite a lot of the time. And I've just been attacked. Lovely. And this was probably the best way to create content for WoW, because it made the players stay longer. Whereas now, we get, say, when 6.2 came out, we get the lowest subscription number beforehand, and then just before that like patch comes out, like a month or so before it's announced, or before it comes out, about 1 million, maybe more, subscriptions come back live and people start playing again. Which then creates a problem. Because what that means is we've got a load of people running through old content, or the current content that will turn old, and making all those people that have stayed through the whole content pissed off because these people don't know what they're doing. And it happened with Hellfire, it happened with BlackRock, it will always happen if they keep the development the same way. And that is the major problem. I mean, content all the time isn't great either, because it means that no one will be top ever, due to the fact that no one will have the time to play every single day for about 2 months to get the gear or anything, or the achievements or anything, which then creates sort of an endless going cycle of people doing content that's a few months old before they move on. So yes, they need to speed up with their content, but not so much that we're overwhelmed. And that's where the problem comes in for them, because they don't know when we'll get overwhelmed and how much content we want. So in the forums, we need to tell them. I'd say every 3 months a little bit more content comes out. Like now would be the perfect time to release some content, because the Broken Shore scenario before Legion, shh, that'll come out in the next one, is supposed to come out sort of before Legion, obviously, but Legion comes out in August, so that means that this Broken Shore thing will probably come out June, July, August, sort of beginning of August, which means now would be the perfect time for, I don't know, another dungeon to kind of bridge the gap between the expansions, or maybe a questline leading us back into Azeroth and not just sticking in Draenor. So like some of us have the legendary ring, so the perfect thing would be, here's a bunch of say 50, 100 quests talking about old content. Here's Heimwall. The first raid they released in Draenor, it was crap. But the best thing to do right now is to release a small amount of quests or a dungeon to lead us back into Azeroth, so Legion makes a little bit more sense while we're back in Azeroth, so it's not like, oh hey, we're in Draenor, and then a message comes through with the portal, goes, hey look, the Burning Legion are back, oh wait, shit, oh no. It's kind of the same it's always been. It's like with Wrath and Cataclysm, the gap between that was huge. It's like, oh yeah, we just defeated the Lich King, let's have a break. Oh no, wait, the elements are rising up. Oh shit, Deathwing escaped. Hey Thrall, leave Garrosh in charge to destroy everything, and you go fight a dragon and the elements. Good one. It's kind of a rush. Feels like that transition feels like a rush, and this one will too. I mean, Draenor to Pandaria, well, Pandaria to Draenor, felt really smooth. Because, hey look, Garrosh went back in time after being released by a dragon thing. Dragon Elder? Yeah, the Elders? Or, like, a dragon aspect, I think that's what they called. I'm not a big fan of dragon aspects. Got released by Dragon Aspect and came back to basically rise up earlier, so we couldn't defend effectively, and then Khadgar brought us here through the portal with Thrall, with Rel, and then present day Thrall defeated present day Garrosh in the Grand and kind of ruled. Spoiler, sorry. But effectively, the transition from Draenor to Legion needs to be improved. It needs to be better than the transition from Wrath to Cataclysm. Quite largely. I mean, Negron is beautiful, especially that scene there. It is beautiful, 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 beautiful. But we need content more often, and we need it now. And that is the main problem that we're having right now. It may come, I mean, it's kind of in Pandaria, where we had Siege of Orgrimmar, I think, for about 9 months. And we've got that same situation here. And it's brilliant having content for a long period of time, because it lets people like me, who don't raid that often, catch up. Or people that are at work or at uni like me, catch up with the diehard raiders. And also helps us kind of understand the game a bit more, sort of prepare, save up some cash, gold, and sort of work on our other characters as well. But content would be great. What they need is like a quest line to lead us back into Azeroth. It's like, oh hey, this thing going on back at home, back in Azeroth, we need to go now. And then, ooh, the Legion appear, which we already know because Gul'dan got through the portal, but we don't know that they've actually come back yet. But we know that they might do. And that's what's needed. We need a questline or a dungeon to lead us back into Azeroth. I hope you guys agree, because that's my opinion on it. And just like last time, that's going to be it for now. If you want me to talk about another topic, Legion will be the next one, don't worry. on their legacy servers. If you want me to talk about a topic, comment down below, and hit like and subscribe and share with all your friends and WoW buddies and guildies. I'll probably share this with my guildies. They probably won't like it. Hello guildies, if you're watching or listening. And as the moon gets covered up by 2D texture of clouds, it's time to end. Hope you like me doing these sort of videos, and hope you like me finishing in the most beautiful WoW zone ever in history, the Grand. Not Outland the Grand, Draenors the Grand. I mean, look at it, it is beautiful. Beautiful. And then ring. And the ring. But beautiful, beautiful area. So anyway, thank you. Thank you for stopping by and listening. Remember to like and subscribe and share with all your guildies and friends and buddies and all that. And I will be doing another one of these if you enjoy it, and even if you don't, I will be doing another one anyway, because I enjoy them. But anyway, thank you for listening, and I'll catch you next time on one of these sort of videos. Thank you, and goodbye. Enjoy your day.